Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Friday night, and I have a reason for not getting on till late. I have a bunch of reasons. Here I am swinging in my chair, rocking back and forth. I'm tired. Okay, it's been a long day. Today was my errand day. And as I've gotten older, I have tried to do more of like one and done shopping. Go to one store, get everything, come home. Today, that was not the case. I started out the day fairly early. I think I got out the door before Ted. And I went to pay the tax, the school tax. I had to go to the town hall. Now, the town hall has 2 resident cats. They wouldn't come out from under the desks to say hello to me. One is friendly, the other one is not. Neither one would come out to say hello to me. That made me sad. I wanted kitty cuddles. I like cats. And I wanted to pet one of the cats, but the cats did not cooperate. So after that, I got in the car and I drove to a local nursery where they have the big crates of apples, and you can pick out your apples, put them in a bag, and pay. It's up to 69 cents a pound. I used to get them for 29 cents a pound. Now it's 69 cents a pound. I wanted to get a variety of apples for making applesauce. 58 pounds of apples. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. Let's see, then crossed over. Then I went to Southgate first. Then I went to Dollar Tree because I wanted to check out their yarn, see if there was any more of that. I don't know where my sample is. The nice fuzzy little yarns. It's a Crafter's Square, something like that I got last week. They had cotton, chenille, teddy bear, and just plain acrylic, but none of the nice soft fuzzy stuff. So I didn't get any yarn. I was starting to get hungry, whatever the case may be. So I got a 1.25 ounce package of pistachio nuts in shells. Figured that would be better than a chocolate bar. And I got elastics because one consistent thing for the last couple of craft shows is that I have sold scrunchies. So now I can make 20 scrunchies. So after Dollar Tree, I went into Goodwill, which is right next door to it. I should have gone to the next store up too, because the next store has good meat deals. But I planned on making a few more stops, and I didn't want to leave meat in the car for that long. So one of these days I'll get back to Market and Square. Okay, I went into Goodwill. I'm walking around looking for yarn. They had 2 baskets or bins on the shelf with yarn. Every one of those vintage skeins of yarn was priced at $2.99. I'm not paying $3 for one skein of vintage yarn that probably cost $1.25 when it was originally sold. No. I did end up finding myself a dress. I went to 2 thrift stores, so they're getting mixed up now. Between the 2 thrift stores, I got myself a dress, a t-shirt, a pair of sweatpants, and a pair of dress pants, and my husband a pair of sweatpants. So I did find some bargains and a you know, the Tupperware quart. It's like a big measuring cup, but it goes up to a quart. We have one that we've had like, we've been married 30, wait a minute, 39 years. So we've probably had this Tupperware for like 39 years. And it's starting to get stained and cracked, and the red paint with the numbers is wearing off. So I got a new, same thing, for $1.50. So, yay! Okay, Goodwill. Got back in the car and drove over to another thrift store. No yarn. Got a few items of clothing there. And then I went over to the grocery store and did my shopping. And I thought, my list is pretty short. I'm going to keep it under $100 this week. Nope, 106. But then I tossed in a few extra things along the way. It seemed like just about every one of the extra things was like $5.99 or yeah. So if I would have not added extras, I would have kept it under 100, but it's stuff we'll use. And it's like, oh yeah, we're almost out of that. Let's get that. Then I came home. Zapped some lunch quickly. I think it took about 6 trips in to bring in all of the groceries and the apples and everything. My little tissue filled with pistachio shells for the garbage. Had my lunch. I was just wiped out. I was thinking, looking at my list. Yes, the list. I should do this. Nope. I should do that. Nope. No motivation. I didn't sleep all that well last night. And I was up a little later than usual. Usually I'm sitting at my chair till around 11:30 at night. Last night I came back here to the craft room and I took pictures of things and I updated Etsy listings. And I got one new Etsy listing up. I have a box filled with stuff that needs to be filed now. Actually, you know what? These two $5 cats, I missed. Okay, one went in. They go in. Because they're not going to go on Etsy. They could just be filed to the $5 bin. Okay. I probably should take a picture and post them on Instagram because it is an Instagram pattern and that would help out the designer. So I got home like, yeah, I need to make a video. Yeah. I'll wait for the Amazon order to come so I can show people what I got on Amazon. Since I got 3 Etsy orders already this month, and I'm over average for Etsy for October already. I was like, I can loosen the purse strings a little bit and get some stuff on Amazon. I was making something where I wanted 12mm safety eyes. I didn't have any. Apparently, on my last order, when I thought I ordered 12mm, I didn't. So, okay, I've got to order 12mm safety eyes. And then you got to add a little more to get your order up to where it needs to be to get the free shipping. So, let's see what I got. I have been wanting to try this out. I know. It's a cookie box crochet kit. It's so cute. This little tin. Okay. Ugh. And they call this cookie crumbs. Like the safety eyes and stitch markers and stuff are in there. And the only thing is, like, they didn't print out the pattern and fold it all up to fit it in this little tin. So you have to go online and view the pattern or print it. But they gave a cute little holographic sticker. I'll have to look at my order to see how much this cost. But this is wowing me more than the $29.99 kit that I got from someone else. They have the tube yarn, which is easier to work with. You're working with, where does it say on here? I think it's a 3mm hook. The lighting isn't all that good in here tonight. And I can't see the size on the hook, but it's a purple hook. They sent me a purple hook. I like purple. So I'm eager to try this out and tell you exactly what I think. So far I'm impressed. I mean, the packaging is just so cute, and the supplies are good, and I think I'm going to like this. So that was one of my Amazon purchases. Okay, we've got an empty shelf there. And, okay, oops. The cat was in reach on the floor. Let's try again and see if I can make a basket. Yes! Okay. I think these are my 12mm safety eyes. A big box of them. So I will actually get a permanent marker and write 12mm on the box so that I can tell what they are. I was also running a wee bit low on my kawaii eyes. So I got these all sorts, like, oh, is it? Oh, those are the washers up there. But teeny tiny ones, big ones in between. But wait, there's more. Oh, I got this set too. I think I've gotten this exact same box before. And it's almost empty now. Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh, that's also kawaii eyes. I have a lot of kawaii safety eyes now. Yeah. And since I have been doing more with like DK weight yarn, I have been using a 3.5, I think, hook more lately. And I just wanted a pretty one. So I got myself, oh, so smooth. I got myself a 3.5 hook with a resin handle with flowers in it and a nice smooth grip. Yes, that's the way I hold crochet hook. I got a pretty, because sometimes you just need to buy yourself a pretty. And then last but certainly not least, I got another kit. Okay, I have my own dachshund pattern. My own dachshund pattern. But these look like the pattern is going to be significantly quicker and a smaller product than what mine makes. I mean, my dachshund turns out big, and I sell them, I think, for $22. Haven't sold one in ages, so I don't quite remember what I price them at. But I think they're more than that on Etsy, because on Etsy I need to like factor in the shipping. Oh, okay. Please keep it. I should have brought out readers before I did this. Go ahead and scan the QR code in the card pouch. Keep it. Okay. So it looks like this is one where you have to scan a QR code to get the pattern. I can do that. I'm that techie. I can do that. And there's all the little yarns, stressing the word little. This pattern is done with the tiny yarn. What are those? 2 crochet hooks, 4 stitch markers, 4 eyes, and there are a bunch of cut up pipe cleaners. And there's a very small needle. I would probably use my regular needle, but those small needles, they have their place. When you're working on something really tiny and you need to get into small spaces, those small needles can be helpful. But, okay, I'm just wondering where these pipe cleaners are going to come into play. And one of my favorite things, vacuum sealed stuffing. I love popping it open and just seeing it fluff out. So that was my Amazon order that I got as a bit of a splurge because I got some Etsy orders. And I only finished one item today. I think you've seen everything up to this item. What is that? Oh, that's okay. I was distracted by something. I thought that there was a knitting needle sticking out of an item, but it's the price tag when you're looking at it straight on. You know, just one little piece of paper, looking at it straight on, it looks like a knitting needle. I'm tired. Yes. Okay. I saw a YouTube post. You know those 2 little cats that I tossed over there? They are from a designer called My Universe 64. I've seen her on Instagram. That's where I got the cat pattern from. She says that she has 50 free patterns. Okay, I'm checking it out. Some of them are on YouTube and others are in the form, did I say Instagram? Some of them are on Instagram where, you know, there are little pictures that you can print out. I'm tech savvy enough to do that too. Screenshot, put it into Paint, cut out what I need, copy, paste into a Word document. Got it. This one was a YouTube tutorial for a little no-sew dragon. Now, okay, there he is. See, you know, there's the eyes. My only problem was his spike on the back curved around. I did not keep my spikes straight. So I might just do him low sew the next time. I might skip the color changes to do the little thing down the back and just make a chain with spikes and then sew that on. I don't have a problem with that. I think that might even be a little faster than the color changes and trying to make sure it stays straight on the back. Well, there's my little mini dragon. I think I will make some again. I think that the wings are pretty cool, and the two fin tail. That's pretty cool. She made it in a heavier yarn, bigger hook. I made it in acrylic because, you know, I have so much acrylic Actually, this was from the yarn sent to me by Michelle and Cheyenne. So I used up a little bit of that today. Maybe I will use some of what I've got left and make a few scrunchies with some of the yarn. So I did get one thing done today. And the night is still fairly young, even though I'm tired. It is 8:36. I probably have another 2 to 3 hours that I'll be up, and I should be able to make some good progress over that. I don't know how much crocheting I'm going to get in tomorrow because the apples will be calling my name. I need to make a couple of batches of applesauce, and my husband has been asking me if there is anything I can do with green tomatoes. I Googled it and found a recipe for a green tomato relish. So I bought extra onions when I was at the store today. I will probably be making a batch of green tomato relish tomorrow. So with a lot of canning on the agenda for tomorrow, I don't know how much crocheting there's going to be. I'm going to sneak some in. I know I've got to sneak some in. I mean, okay, if the canner's got to go for 10 or 15 minutes, I can do crocheting while I'm waiting for the canner to finish up. Because a day without crochet is just, no, don't want to do that. Oh, there's another funny story from when I was shopping today. When I was shopping at Dollar Tree, I think I said, there's only 2 people working there. They were unloading a big truck. The line was really long. So the woman ahead of me, her order came to $12.07. And the cashier said, oh, do you have the 7 cents? That'll make things easier. And she's like, oh, I probably do. And she's like pulling out, she had handed the lady a 20 already. She pulling out her wallet and she's digging in there trying to find the change. I have a little, it looks like a penguin sock, but it's got a clasp at the top. It's a little penguin change purse. And it's usually pretty full of change. My husband, when he gets change, he just leaves it on the dresser, and then he'll say, hey, you haven't taken the change for a while. Okay, so I fill up the penguin. So I dump it out and gave the cashier the 7 cents. And she's like, okay, you're good. Here's your $8. And she's like, but I didn't give you the 7. And she goes, that's okay, she did. That lady just looked at me like I just handed her a winning lottery ticket. She's like, you paid that for me? Thank you so much. It was 7 cents. I probably picked the pennies up from the sidewalk someplace. It's just, okay. Little things like that. Bringing a little bit of sunshine to somebody else's day brightened up a hectic and busy and exhausting day. So that was good. Yes, and a disappointing day. Oh, there was one other thing that came in my Amazon order. I thought I got a good deal on a day planner for next year. It's not my style. I like having the full month, and then you turn the page and you've got a week where you can write in, things for each day. I like to be able to make my to-do lists in the day planner so I'm not making them on little pieces of paper and losing them. It doesn't help me to get them accomplished anymore. I think as of this morning, I had a 21-point list. I maybe did 5 or 6 items, and 4 of them were puzzles. 2 during breakfast, 2 during lunch. So this is just 2 pages for each month. So I'm like, okay. I'm thinking of just playing a little game with myself through 2026. Now that I've got this nice purple planner, maybe to have a separate competition. I do write in my planners what I make each day and Etsy sales and all that. But I think if I made myself a little point system. Okay, here's the deal. There's so much stuff I want to do, and I get distracted easily, and I'll get going on one project and neglect others. So if I gave myself points for finishing a project, like double points if the project has been around for more than a week, if I gave myself points for completely finishing off a skein or ball or cake of yarn, give myself points for updating an Etsy listing, making a new Etsy listing, stuff like that. Just, I've got time to develop this system. And then I can sit down at the end of the day and say, okay, how many points did I earn myself today? And just see if there's like a natural curve to things. If I'm more productive on Mondays or Wednesdays, or if Fridays are always a washout because I'm out shopping and I'm exhausted. Just some fun, some extra stats. Yeah, I don't really need to add more complication to my, but I think it might be fun. And I told myself this is going to be a short video because I'm tired and I only finished one thing, and here I've rambled for almost half an hour. So I'm going to go back out, edit this video, and play with yarn. Bye-bye.